Hey everybody, it's Dalton. I'm heading home, and I'd like to talk to you about three jigs that work really well in the wintertime. What I did was I went back and I looked at some of my videos from last winter, and these three jigs really stuck out. One of them is a football jig. Typically 3/8 ounce is my favorite weight, but I will also use a 1/2 ounce. And what I like about a football jig is I can throw it in rocky areas where there's maybe little chunk rock or any of that kind of stuff, and that football head just kind of deflects off those rocks, and it creates some good reaction bites. The other jig that I like, and I'll fish it in the same areas, but because I fish a lot of bluff walls, rocky bluff walls, I tend to like this jig a little bit better for those bluff walls, and it's just a ball head jig. The one that I like the most is called a Buckeye ball out jig. If you're familiar with Gerald Swindle, it's the jig that he came up with, and I really like it a lot, and I use it a lot in bluff walls. In fact, last year I caught quite a few fish using that jig. Missed one. There he is. Got him this time. The other jig that I like to use is a chatterbait. I love throwing a chatterbait. I typically will use anywhere from 3/8 to 5/8 as far as my weight, and I generally only use a couple of colors. One of the colors is obviously going to be white, mimics sort of a bait fish, and but the other color I like is green pumpkin, because that's when I want that chatterbait to look like a bluegill. So last year during the winter time and coming into that through that pre-spawn period, the chatterbait really worked out well for me. That's a pretty bladed jig. Right, there he is. That's what I've been looking for. So if you are looking for some winter baits, I will link the football head that I like, the ball head jig, and the chatterbaits that I like. I'll have it linked in the description. I just find in the winter time that these baits work really well for me, but I'll let you in on something. They work well year round. They're just great baits. Well, right now my wife and I we haven't been fishing. I'm gonna go fishing next weekend. About the first 2 weeks of December is pretty busy for us, and about 4 days ago my wife and I celebrated our anniversary, 32 years, and then in a few days is my wife's birthday, so we got a couple of things coming up. And then I'm also going through a lot of tackle right now, getting ready for winter fishing, and cleaning some stuff up in the shop and just kind of reorganizing things, and that's what I've been doing. So I thank you for tuning in. I wanted to check in, let you guys know what's up. Hopefully I'll have some fishing videos coming up after this next weekend, and I'll definitely be using some of these jigs out there fishing. Thanks for tuning in. We'll talk to you next time.